Alright, so today we are going to be making the cappuccino in our Keurig K-Cafe machine here. And I went ahead and already filled the milk frother with milk, as you can see. And I did fill it up to the cappuccino line, which that's going to be very hard to see. Let's see if we can even, yeah, it's not even worth showing you, but it is filled up to the correct line that it needs to be in order for a cappuccino. So I'm gonna make sure the lid's on there good. And so the nice thing is you're just gonna follow the same exact instructions for cappuccino as you do the latte. And so I'm gonna kind of lay that all out here just so you can see. And so yeah, so inside the little milk frother I did fill it up to the cappuccino line, and I'll show you when I get this all done. And so obviously we got my cup here and we're ready to go. So we want to push, obviously step 3, we're going to go ahead and push our cappuccino and latte button when this is all done. So first we're going to get our milk frothing here, so we're going to push the cappuccino button right now, and you'll see it's pulsing and it's going to get ready to do its thing here in just a second. And the whole unit itself is warming up because I just turned it on. So make sure it's just on there good. And so while that's brewing, as you all probably noticed, I didn't go ahead and put a coffee pod in here, so I'm going to see if I can do it while it's frothing the milk here. And so far so good. And so yeah, I went ahead and put a coffee pot in there, and as you see it's flashing, and obviously we're going to do the cappuccino. And then it says you can actually hit the strong button if you want, so it's entirely up to you. So you can hit strong, and then it's already programmed to do just the shot, so we'll just hit the K and see if we can't get the coffee brewing at the same time. Because that would definitely speed things up a little bit, not that it matters. And it beeped twice because the milk is done frothing. And so now it should be time for it to brew the shot of coffee. And it looks like we're doing stuff. Perfect. All the lights turned off. So we are, and it's just gonna get the water heated up for the next cup. So I'm gonna sit you guys back up here so I can pour all the magic together. Maybe if it'll cooperate here. Alright. Let me get you guys adjusted a little bit better here. Okay, so obviously you can take your milk frother off of the little station and take your lid off. Just be careful because obviously it's going to be hot. And then the two together, we're going to see if I can pour this and do all this at the same time and give you guys a decent shot of what I'm doing. Not really, but sorry. Multitasking. Sometimes it's not my friend. But make sure I get all the good milk froth out of there. That looks pretty good to me. And so now, as you can see, that is how you make a cappuccino. I should say a hot cappuccino in your Keurig K Cafe. And now I'm ready to do an iced cappuccino. So, of course, I went ahead and filled up my milk frother to the cappuccino line. And again, hard to see. But if you at least follow these directions, you'll be able to see. And once you get, you know, your unit yourself, you'll be able to see the marks in there too. And filled up my plastic cup with ice, roughly about halfway. So we're gonna go ahead and get everything set back up where it goes. And I'm just gonna set you guys back up here. It's just so much easier that way. Until you get to the close-up stuff, obviously. There we go. Alright. And now for the sake of finishing up here, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves another K-Cup pod. And the nice thing too is you can mix up the flavors of your coffee. So I'm just a good old original Folgers Classic kind of person. But I think that'll enhance the flavor of your cappuccino overall. So it's entirely up to you. And we are doing the latte cappuccino, and we're going to do strong and hit the K button. And then come over here, and instead of hitting the latte button, we're just doing the cappuccino instead. So it's going to go ahead and start frothing up the milk. And then once that's done, which usually doesn't take too terribly long, it'll go ahead and start brewing the coffee as well. So I will be back when it's all done. Alright, we are all done. So milk has been frothed, and now we are just ready to do the pour, because our coffee has also brewed. And pretty smooth, even though it was really hard to see. Sorry about that. Yeah, and that's your cappuccino, your iced cappuccino. And again, it is super delicious. So that is how you do an iced cappuccino in your Keurig K Cafe.